Well, how's it going, folks? Wanted to give you a little bit of an update on the Little Denny farm here. See, number 50. So round bale number 2. Round bale number 1 lasted 25 days. So I'm guessing we're sitting at probably about 20 pounds of waste, or 20% waste, which is fine with me. You're always gonna have waste, but I'd much rather waste a little bit of silage bale than that quality grass hay, or dry hay. But they love this stuff. You know, it's a good way to put some weight on them, and everybody's happy. So my wife and I just got back from a little mini vacation, and we were just gone for 3 days or 2.5 days or whatever. But when we left, I looked at what was left in the round bale feeder and figured, that's plenty. So it wasn't it wasn't enough. So I think a lot of the stuff towards the bottom of the bale they refuse to eat, so they like always, they try and go towards the center of the bale. And we came home, and I was afraid that this was going to happen, but number 54, the Holstein, little dumbass, made his way inside the round bale feeder. I'll post a picture of that. So I figured it was bound to happen. You know, a lot of people talk about their calves getting inside the round bale feeder, and really I'm guessing the only time that's going to happen is when they start to run low on food, and they have to force their way in towards the center, and they make their way in there. So I don't know how long he was in there, but there's, I don't know, 5 or 6 craps in there, so he probably got in there this morning sometime. But anyhow, cows are doing good. They're gaining weight quick. They're bulking up. Ever since I started feeding them silage, they've been putting on the weight. So I'm a horrible judge, so you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but what are your thoughts? I'm guessing 54 is probably sitting around 220 pounds, 250 pounds maybe. And the brown Swiss, I'm guessing he's closer to 280. So they're both about 5 months old or so, I guess. I'd have to look back at when I first posted the video when I got them. I need to keep the stuff on a spreadsheet or on a piece of paper or something, but anyhow, yeah, I'm guessing he's about 300, maybe a little bit more, but like I said, I'm a horrible guesser. So I ran over my pitchfork, unfortunately, so I got to go get myself a new pitchfork. I wanted to take a lot of this refuse feed and put it over in the shelter, which they are using. Make sure I don't have any rain on the screen here. They're using it all the time. Almost every time I come out here, either they are eating or they're in there. So glad to know that they're actually using that shelter. So anyhow, yeah, so I gotta go get a new pitchfork. So this is also my fault. Once they start to run low on feed, and they're of the age where they're starting to enjoy the taste of green grass, they start trying to get to the green grass. So when we got back, number 54 was inside the round bale feeder, and number 50 had his just about quarter of his body was shoved through. He you know, they pay no mind to the barbed wire, just about. This was tight, and it's not tight anymore, so that means that the posts have moved from being screwed around with by cows. So you know, hindsight's 2020. I should have used bigger corner posts in some areas. I did use some decent posts in places that I thought it counted most, but anyhow, I got a little bit of repair to do. But what I'm doing is I'm adding a second strand of hot wire. So you can see I've got some insulators up. I ran out of insulators, and so got to go get some. Sorry about this video. If everything seems like it's kind of pointed at a downward angle, that's because it is. I'm trying not to get rain on the lens of the GoPro here. So anyhow, ran out of insulators, the nail-on kind, so I got plenty of T-post insulators, but these little brats are gonna have a second strand of hot wire to play with, and so hopefully that should keep them from screwing around too much and eventually getting out. So I can't remember how many joules my electric fencer is, but it's pretty hot. So hopefully they learn to not screw around with that. But I got one more thing to show you guys before I let you go. A little addition to the farm, so, or more of an upgrade, I guess. So sit tight. Say hello to the box. Oh boy. So once I can't remember if I talked about it. So I did order another Shelter Logic hoop house style top for the corral shelter. So that will be here probably middle of this week, and we're gonna get that baby under shelter. So very, very happy about that. I just cringe at the idea of letting that thing sit out. So here it is. My wife has been wanting an aluminum horse trailer ever since she was a kid, and so she saved up the money and bought herself, this is a 2001 classic Westerner. This thing is straight, extra clean. On this side it pretty much looks brand new. There's a couple of dents right there, and then there's one right there. I think you can see it from a horse probably kicking while in transit. But this thing is slick. She's on cloud of 9 right now, I'll tell you what. I have one very happy wife, and I'll tell you, that makes me happy. So she's been pulling this this old baby for a long time. She's used to it, she likes it, but it's just getting rusty. It's a straight load, this one's a slant load. There's lots of benefits to this, obviously. This is actually lighter, it's bigger, but because it's all aluminum, it's lighter. So pretty much the only thing that's steel on this is your wheels and your axles, your lug nuts. That's really about it. I mean, your tongue. But this weighs 2,085 pounds. And I believe that little pig right there weighs close to 3,000. So pretty cool. Definitely some happy horsey wife that I have here. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Not really a whole lot to talk about. So everything's just about winterized. We will be, I can't remember if I said this in the video, but we will be getting wood chips here. I've been talking about that a lot, but so we're probably going to end up with 60 yards instead of 90, because I'm not going to do the whole cow pen. I'm just going to do the most important parts of it this year. So you're a goofball, Bailey. But anyway, so wood chips are coming, shelter for the tractor, calves inside the round bale feeder, all kinds of fun things going on. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys take care, and we'll catch you on the next video.